What's up, all you beautiful folks? It is the Vuvuzela challenge time. And don't forget that we stream the Vuvuzela every Saturday, so make sure you tune in on. This is the highlights from last week's stream over the next course of a few episodes that you'll see this week. It is Vuvuzela action. Without further ado, let's jump into the game. Don't forget to hit subscribe, get notified, leave a comment or two down below. It really does help the algorithm, so please do that for me. Let's run the intro.
Time to flip over the screens. As you can see, this is where we are in terms of our schedule for the upcoming games. We've got 12 games left of the season. I'm going to try and get through most of them today. I don't know if we'll make it all 12, but we'll see how things go. In terms of the league, as you can see, currently sitting in fourth place, 6 points behind league leaders Zebra Force and Municipal Stars. 4 points behind City Sharks, who we take on in our first game of the stream. So it's going to be a little bit of a interesting one because it's a must-win for us. It's basically a 6-pointer for us. So if we can win this one, we go 1 point behind City Sharks, and hopefully Zebra Force and Municipal Stars can lose their games. I think it will help us heck of a lot. Who are Zebra Force and Municipal taking on? We can actually have a look at that. Upcoming features. Let's go to Group B. Zebra Force take on Caps United, who we beat in our last game. And Municipal Stars aren't playing today. So there is an option that we could potentially close the gap on Municipal Stars by 3 points, which would be great. In terms of just signings and what's going on, we have one person we're waiting for, Jason Ngema. Looks like he could be a good player. Free agent, 24 years of age. Seems like he could actually be the type of player that we really want. And I am scouting him a little bit more than what we currently have. I just decided to shoot my shot here a little bit and take a punt. There is 2 teams in the leagues above us that are interested in him. So there's that. I don't think we'll maybe get him. And then we did make an offer for Karabo Hendricks. He did reject the contract. He doesn't want to sign for us. He's currently first in his group. He's in the same league as us, but he's currently first in their side. In terms of other signings, nothing else has happened. We did get the return of Ayanda to the squad. That happened in the last stream, so he did fairly well, I think, Ayanda. Sorry about that. You can see we did sell him beginning of this season, really. 20 played, 1 goals for us. Went to the league above us. Wasn't having the best of time. Decided to come back. First game, picked up 2 assists. Was fantastic. Just a quick recap on how we played. You can see the last results. For those that didn't watch the stream, just going over the results. Last time, of course, we showed a few games. We went from Chilton Park. We won 4-0. We then lost 4-3. Beat Inter Miami 5-3. Lost to Zebra Force 3-2 and Municipal Stars 3-2. 2 huge games for us. Started to change the tactic. We landed up beating Caps United 4-2 in quite a good display, actually. They did score their goals late in the second half. But hey, it's all good. We're doing much better, I feel, under this tactic. Having a look at said tactic, of course. Ignore that Sangweni is injured. We did mention that. But this is what we're going for, sort of a 3-4-2-1 formation. I call it the Christmas tree formation. And it's actually turning out to be a decent attacking formation for us. Not that we've been struggling scoring goals. I mean, 4-3-5-2-2-4. We have been conceding a lot of goals in 4-3-3 and 3. And, I mean, changing attack, we've only conceded 2. So maybe this is a little bit more defensive. We've got the 3 defenders, the wing backs, and of course 2 DMs, which does help a little bit. and Glanglala playing as a roaming playmaker. Ignore all the stars and everything. People are retraining to be in those positions at the moment. So that's something to look forward to. We have a huge squad to choose from. I'm not really too worried about how that squad is going. The only thing about this change of formation, it does leave the likes of Hendricks and Mobile sort of on the sidelines a little bit. But with that being said, I have decided to take the likes of Fulani Hendricks, who actually has the very good makings of an attacking midfielder. And if we just look at his training, you can see he is actually working on that. In fact, what I'm going to do now is just make him as an attacking midfielder on support. I want him to train those up. He does have good attributes to be in that position. So we are going to train him a little bit. He can be a replacement for Uncle Bob and Sangweni. The same goes for Alex Nobo, who I feel could also be quite the athlete going forward as an attacking midfielder. So we are going to start training them. They've never played in that position. So let's see how they do with that attacking movement and attacking midfielder. Across the board, though, it seems like it is a good squad to play with. We're going to go forward. In terms of team news, at the moment, the only big drawback is Sangweni. He is out injured, so we do have to get somebody else in there. And I am going to go with Ngobo, even though he can't play in that position. No time like the present to start learning your trade in that role. He will obviously play in that. But Dube, another one that sort of misses out the mark. He doesn't have the attributes to be a good attacking midfielder. So I don't even know if I want to train him in that position, because honestly, it doesn't really make sense to train him in there. So I am using that. I do have the other tactic loaded up if we do need it, if we do need to switch back to what we had. And then I have been using this one, the legacy, from our old legacy challenge as well, if we do need a little bit more width and pace up front. Defensively, we need good defenders for this one, and unfortunately, we don't really have that. We also don't really have two really good strikers. We do have Mashego and Komitis, who could probably play there, with Hendricks and Ngobo on the right, which is a possibility I suppose we could play. But I really want to try this Christmas tactic. I want to give it at least 2 or 3 games to see how it does in the grand scheme of things. Maybe it's a bad decision. Maybe it's a good decision. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think of that tactic. With that being said, ladies and gents, I think we've done enough lollygagging. Let's get into the game. I'm going to just press forward. Hey! Jason Negma. I think he's really good. We've just signed a new player. What a way to start the stream. New player, Jason, coming into the team. It does mean, unfortunately for Ngobo, he is not going to start. He is going to play as an attacking midfielder today. I know he's training as the other one, but you know, it helps. It helps. The algorithms, I don't know what I'm saying. It helps. It helps that he's in the squad, albeit coming in from the get-go. It's useful. We don't actually have another DM. I'm just realizing this now. We only have 2. Oh, we do. We've got Mikiza there. I didn't see him there. We got 3. We've got three DMs. Put Daniels on the bench as well. So yeah, this is the team we're going for. This is what we're starting up as. Taking on our first game. This guy looks very, very good as well. Hermano Machine from Mozambique. Shout out to the Mozambicans. You actually look very good. You look like you could actually be a star player. At 17 years old, how much do you want? That is the big question. He doesn't want to come to us. Never mind. I feel like if we do have to revert to a different tactic, he'll be instrumental. If we have to go back to sort of an old school tactic that we had. Sangweni not 100% fit. So this is the team that is going to start against City Sharks. Tumelo in goals. He's been all right. He hasn't been bad. He hasn't been great. 8 played, 16 conceded. That's 2 goals a game. So he needs to do a little bit better. Nanjebo, Ntuli, and Beloy will be our defenders, with Ntuli being the libero. Basically, what that means is when we get the ball, Ntuli will move into this DM position, with Nglangala moving forward, essentially leaving us with 2 people at the back. That's the idea. I know it's not great, but I think it could work. I do. The other option I was thinking of just pushing these guys as fullbacks, to over there, play sort of a 5-2-2-1. But I don't know if I want to do that. The other option was maybe going a 5-2-2-2, a little box formation, but I'll keep them at wing backs at the moment. With regards to that, our wing backs, new signing, of course, we got him last episode, Tapelo Williams. Again, guys, I've had some comments about this. I'm sorry. Sometimes when you do the update of the face packs, they don't get the face right, the name sometimes, you know. But we can pretend that this is Tapelo Williams. That it looks like him. That's what he looks like. He's been decent. 2 games in so far. 630, maybe a little bit. He's still learning to be a wing back. We do then have Spoo and Dlanglala in the midfield, with Ayanda coming back at left wing back. Then we're going to go with our new boy Jason and Uncle Bob, good old Mugabe, in the midfield, with Komitis up front. If you don't know Uncle Bob's real name, is of course Livingildo Mugabe, but I have to call him Uncle Bob. Even though he's Mozambican, somewhere down the line, I have to go with Uncle Bob. It just makes more sense. It's just funnier and better. Yeah, so let's do that. Right, let's jump into the game. Taking on City Sharks. It's a big game. It's a big game. A huge game for us. One that we desperately need to win. There's no talks about it. I feel like if we don't win this game, we could be sitting in a very uncomfortable position at the bottom. And I don't want to be there. Jump into the game. Carry on from your last performance, gents. Let's go. Let's take on City Sharks. They're playing a sort of a 4-1-2-2-1 formation, maybe a 4-3-2-1, you can call it. DM, 2 midfielders. Be a difficult team to break down when they've got so much defense. But I feel like we have the attacking power to do that. And right off the bat, 54 seconds in, we've got a free kick. New boy Jason stepping up, goes for goal off the bar. That was a good start. Good start to the game. I like the energy from Jason at the moment. That is good. Rest of the half, though, is a bit quiet for the next 10 minutes or so. Taken 3 shots already, 1 on target, which is, of course, I think that counts as a shot on target even hits the bar. Ntuli to Dlanglala. Uncle Bob looking for options, goes back to Spoo, back to Dlanglala. Jason has the ball, takes the long-range effort. Good save from their goalkeeper. Decent save indeed. Bob with the corner. Low and cleared. Dlanglala. Ngema, who's back to defend. Beloy, Ayanda. Good little press-up play. We have an opportunity over the top. Williams can't get there. And that'll be the end of said highlight. I'm happy with the way we're starting, guys. I'm happy with the way we're starting. Considering that we've been on a bit of up and down form at the moment. They are starting to get a little bit more into the game. We do have a corner. Williams with the corner. Goes to the near post. Nanjebo hits it just over the top. We're knocking. We're knocking at that door. We're definitely knocking at the door. We need to do a little bit better, though. We need to get the ball into the net. Because a wise man once said, in the likes of Michael Owen, you win football games by scoring goals. Never forget that, guys. Ntuli. Nanjebo. I don't know why I brought up Michael Owen. I just did. Back to Beloy, who's been quite a shining star for us at 17 years old at the centre-back position. Ayanda beats his man. Low cross in. Komitis. It's in. It's a goal. Tato Komitis. What a finish. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. Star striker. That's what we brought him in to do. What a finish. That's a bit of a poacher's goal, isn't it? Waited, took the deflection, landed perfectly at his feet. Buyakasha. 1-0 Arcadia Shepherds against City Sharks, which means we go 1 point behind them now on the log. And of course, we have now increased our lead over Caps United in 5th place by 5 points, which is even better news. Making a little bit of a gap is important. Tato, good goal. I am going to shout at the players, though, because I don't think we've been absolutely great. I think we need to do a little bit better in terms of our finishing. We need to convert those 4 shots on targets into goals. We have had all the highlights, though, with that being said. Ayanda over the top, looking for Jason. Jason can't get the header. Spoor picks it up deep in the midfield. Glanglala! Shot just wide. That was good play. That was some good play there. Mbombani with the throw-in. Ngube looking for options. Beloy beautifully headed down. Gives it to Koza, though, who balloons it, thankfully for us. That is some good news. 60 minutes in, I'm going to make some swaps. I'm going to bring in some fresh legs. Jason on a yellow card. Not happy about that. Not happy about that. I'm going to bring in Gobo on that right-hand side. He's actually more of a left-footed player. I didn't actually realize Gobo was left-footed. I suppose that's why he does so well as a inside forward. I'm going to bring on Hendricks instead, actually. Uncle Bob not playing great. We're going to leave him on for a few more minutes. Williams not having the best of the game. Molokome come on there. A bit more of a natural at the wing-back position. Started off very well for us as well. Ntuli not having the best game. I'm going to leave Ntuli on just those two swaps. We'll keep an eye on Uncle Bob and Ntuli. The rest of the team playing quite good, actually, considering. Doesn't matter if we win by 1 goal or by 10 goals in this game. This is a must-win for us. So I don't care if we don't score many goals. I just want to win it. I am going to bring on the other subs that I did say for the last 10 minutes. Uncle Bob hasn't really improved. In fact, gone worse. Bring on Ngebo. Get in there. Maybe you can do something. Tuli's actually getting worse as well. Chele, I mean, they're not the best replacement. It is something maybe we need to look at in the market. Maybe some centre-backs play this sort of formation better. Although I do have hope for Ntuli to get better. Ayanda. Langlala, back to Ayanda. In terms of the transfer market, there isn't much available, especially in this league. Not a lot of guys want to come down to this league. And those that just move around don't really do much else. You know, the type of quality you're going to get. Beloy, Ayanda, beautifully done. Ayanda on the wing. Can cross, will cross, goes to the back post. What a substitute. Molokome. That's 2. Why did I ever doubt you, Molo? Why did I ever doubt you? Playing in that wing-back position. Look at that. Unmarked, completely open. April missed his head. Landed at the feet of Molokome. And what a little half volley. It's 2-0. We're 2-0 up. Fantastic. They have a corner, though. I'd like a clean sheet. Can we keep a clean sheet? Although I might have just cursed it by saying the word clean sheet. That's exactly what I did. At least I don't have to pay bonuses, I guess. 2-1, 93rd minute. There was 3 minutes extra time. I think that is it. Don't think there's going to be much more time added on. There is not much more time added on. We have taken the victory, rather. I was going to say the L. They've taken the L. We have taken the victory. First game of the stream. Beautiful. Beautiful. Of course, our scouting department. We don't have much of a scouting department. We have literally 1 scout. Well, 2 scouts. We've got a chief scout. I forgot we have a chief scout. We actually have 2 scouts here. No, we can have a second scout. We just can't find a second scout. That's what it is. So we do have 2 scouts, and we have, according to this, the best judging of potential player and the best judging ability. So that's great. I didn't realize we actually had such good scouts. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. I should have looked at that a while ago. Pressing on, we've got more games coming up December. Of course, we're going to have a nice little Christmas period. We do play through the Christmas period, unfortunately. Taking on Tembisa. And then coming up just after January, taking on Valencia FC as well. South African Valencia, not to be confused with the Spanish Valencia team. Let's have this little press conference. One dude. And Comitis, you've been great. Comitis has actually been great. Since we've brought him in, 6 played, 6 goals, 1 assist, 722. Absolutely fantastic from Tato Comitis. What you want to see in a player. What you want to see in a player. Which is fantastic. Super fantastic. In terms of our financing, we're currently 4 million rand in debt, which is fine, I guess, considering we're not getting much money from this league. You can see we're spending 250,000. We are getting 342,000 rand in, though, so some good gate receipts, some good merchandising. Player wages is extremely low, which helps us a lot. Staff wages is quite high, so that is something to be concerned about. We're going to press on, though. Tembisa Sports Center coming up. This will be basically the halfway in the season. All right. In terms of what team we're going to play for Tembisa, I feel like it's probably going to be the same team. Sangweni is back from fitness. I want to give Jason another game in there as well. So Sangweni will come onto the bench. Daniels will take L there. So in terms of just who's going to start, it's going to be the same team that won the last game. I am going to make one swap in Williams coming off for Molokome. I think Molokome played a much better game than Williams. And I mean, with a 7.61 average, 2 goals, 2 assists, at 17 years old, he's got to start. He's got to start. So that's the team that's going to start. Same team as the previous game. Njebo, Ntuli, and Beloy going to continue the defense. Molokome, Spoo, Glandlala, and Ayanda in sort of the midfield areas. Ngema and Uncle Bob starting up front. And Komitis continuing, hopefully, his goal streak at the moment up front. A goal a game for him, in theory. Let's jump into the game. This is a home game at the Caledonian Stadium in Pretoria. Let's do it. Let's do it. Taking on Bradley Melville's team. A little bit more attackive than the previous team. Let's see how this pans out for them. We should be able to expose them a little bit at the back with they do have the 2 DMs, I guess, an attacking midfielder, but we should be able to expose them a little bit in that midfield. Here comes Uncle Bob. Ayanda, beautifully done. Ayanda, low cross in. Jason with the goal. 2 minutes into the game. We're in the lead, and I said we'll expose them, and we have. Look at that open field in the midfield. Uncle Bob had so much time to pick out Ayanda. Ayanda with probably a pinpoint, beautiful cross. Jason on the end of that picks up the goal. A goal, first goal of the season for Jason Ngema, our new signing. What a start. What a start. I think, guys, I'm a tactical genius. I'm calling it tactical genius. Jason's picked up an injury. I don't like that. I don't like that Jason's picked up an injury. Spoo. We're going to keep an eye on Jason, though. Spoo hits it a little bit over the top. Committees could never have gotten that. They're going to recycle the ball going deep. Beloy gets the header. They had to. Spoo. Ntuli. Molokome. There's a good option where the libero sits when we have possession. You can see him up there. And the reason I feel like this should be fine defensively is most teams in this league only play with the 1 striker. Uncle Bob! Ayanda with another assist, by the way. Uncle Bob, take a bow, son. Take a bow. 2-0 up. Beautiful. Another good cross from Ayanda. This time took a wicked deflection, of course. I think he was actually going for goal. Beautiful finish from Uncle Bob. What a finish, actually, from Uncle Bob. But like I was saying, when we have possession, most teams in this league only go with the 1 striker. So I feel like the 2 defenders should be fine to defend him. Komitis with the opportunity again from Ayanda's feet. I think this team was just made for Ayanda. That is just beautiful. Here he is again in a very attacking position. Goes for goal himself. I mean, on the form he's in, I can't blame him. I really, really can't blame him. Jason has managed to walk off his injury, which is great. He's still not 100% better. So keep an eye on him. Danglala picks up Jason. Spool. Danglala loses out terribly. That was a poor pass from Danglala. They have possession now in the midfield, pushing it forward. You can see Ntuli does get back quickly enough, which is good as well when we do lose possession like that. Most of these teams aren't really set up for the counter-attack, which helps us as well with only the 2-man defense. Here comes Zungu now. They've got an opportunity. Goes deep. Beloy gets the header in. They get the second attempt. Tumelo with a fingertip save. Came off Molokome. Molokome almost scored an own goal there. I wouldn't have blamed him for that because that was just a wicked deflection. But what a save from Tumelo. That was just stupid from Spool. giving away a free kick in a dangerous area. Luckily, it's not going to result in a highlight. But we have been dominating this game in terms of shots and possession. And Lala goes over the top. Committee's looking for the header. Not a good header. That's one thing we don't have in this team is a good aerial ability. We do struggle a little bit with that. You know what? I'm happy. You guys are doing well. I'm expecting a little bit more from Molokome. And Jerbo's picked up a bit of a knock as well. And Jason has managed to walk off his knock. Jerbo, I don't think will be able to. We're going to see this highlight, see what happens. Then I think I am going to make that swap. I think I am going to take away Jerbo. I don't want him to get any worse. We don't really have good backup defenders. So, Ntuli, what were you doing there? Ntuli? You overcommitted, son. Look at this. Look at this, how poor this was from Ntuli. I mean, what are you doing? You were never going to win that ball. And Tumelo came out too far, bud. That's annoying. We're going to make some swaps. Jebo, the injury. I know you want to stay on, bud, but you are infected. Chele will come on there. I'm going to switch Ntuli back. Put Chele as the libero. You know what? Keep Chele there. Make Chele just sort of like a all-round type of player. Jason, you've played well, son. Simpiwe, Sangweni can come back on. Omiti's not having the best of game. Moshech will come on. They've got a free kick. Zungu goes for good save to Melo and good recovery. Who was that? Number 6. What a defensive play from Dlanglala. What a defensive play. That's how you win games, with defense like that. Makape, beautiful spoo. Hit him on the counter-attack. Sangweni's got pace. Apparently so does Zungu. Sangweni goes over the top. Molokome was the only man in the box. Our wing-back was playing in the striker position. He has another opportunity. Brings in Spoo. Spoo goes all the way back to Beloy. That's where the end of the highlight. Somehow Molokome found himself in the only attacking position. That was questionable tactic from my corner defending. I need to check that out. Molokome is a defender. He should be defending. That's something we need to look at. Zungu. Chaba. Mb. Zanglala. Sangweni has possession. Go nicely to Molokome. Not the fastest of players. Can produce amazing ratings. And here he comes again. Molokome can cross the ball beautifully. Mashecho on the back post. Couldn't get to it. Ayanda has a chance. Cuts inside. Mashecho just shoots it straight into the defender. Not even left or right. Not even like a tap-in or something. Just blasted it into the defender. Mashecho should have done better there. That should have been 3-1. That would have eased my nerves a little bit more. I'm still a little bit on edge at the moment. But it's fine. We've picked up the win. Goals from Jason and Uncle Bob really helped us. Another fantastic result from Ayanda. Man of the match. Another 2 assists. Absolutely fantastic. You love to see it. You really do love to see it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have in this episode. Make sure you tune in next time for the more streaming action. Because that's right, we stream every single Saturday. FM24 Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. It's a lot of fun on the stream, so join in on the stream every single Saturday. You can catch more Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. But luckily, I'm a nice guy, and if you do miss out on the stream, you can watch it right here on YouTube. So make sure you hit subscribe, get notified, leave a comment down below as well. Let me know what you think of the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge thus far. 2 games into this, and we did well. We could come back, both victories. We're doing well. Does it stay like that? Tune in next time to find out. Of course, I've played all of these already. I know what's happening. I know how we did. You guys don't because you didn't join in on the stream. Or if you did, spoiler alert, you know what happens. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Let's end it off here. It's your boy, the Vaslap. Until next time, peace and chicken grease.